Ah man, Rayman Legends, we meet again because Rayman Legends Retold has just been announced, and guess what? I've played it. Ubisoft invited me to a special event last week where I got a hands-on experience of Rayman Legends Retold, and honestly, I've got some thoughts about it, and they're mostly good. Rayman is such a cool series, and we haven't seen really much of him for the past decade or so. We did see a glimpse of him in Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. There was also that weird NFT game that he was the announcer in, but we'll move on from that. So yeah, I got to play a few worlds of Rayman Legends Retold, and as someone who has played the original and greatly enjoyed the original, I am still very much looking forward to this retelling of Rayman Legends. I'm gonna be honest though, I was a little bit disappointed that it's not a new Rayman game because like it has been over 13 years since Rayman Legends dropped. But I do kind of understand where Ubisoft is coming from because, you know, it has been so long, but also at the same time, I really think this is one of those games where once you play it, you kind of get a greater understanding for it. I know a lot of people online, before the game was even announced, were a bit upset that there's going to be a new Rayman game, but it's just going to be a remake. And sure, I do understand that sentiment, but once you have a first-hand experience of it like I did, you're probably going to walk away pleasantly surprised by it. I guess the big question is, does this remaking of Rayman Legends justify the price point? And, well, the price point is good, like a $40 remake for the next-gen consoles, I think is great. So Rayman Legends Retold drastically changes the art style from the original. The original was like this full-on cartoon to life, and it was very beautiful, don't get me wrong. But I guess this one wants to have its own identity, so instead of the hand-drawn cartoon vibe, this is more of like fully rendered 3D characters in a 2.5D world. This feels a lot more vibrant. There's cutscenes as well. The original just kind of had dialogue boxes, but this has cutscenes, which was very, very cool. There's also 3D dragon rides, which I played a couple of them, and they were crazy. Like, they were super fun, very reminiscent of the old school Crash Bandicoot games. There's also an extra world on top of all of the original content from the original games. The level selector's also been really revamped. Instead of just pictures here and there, they've got this massive immersive map where you can traverse. Apparently it's all interconnected as well, but from what I played, I didn't really get to experience that too much. But one of the standouts for Rayman Legends as a whole has been the music levels. If you've never played it before, you just run through levels as quick as you can, but all of your jumps and hits are timed with music. This castle level here is a Black Betty rendition, and I was told that there will be more of these. So I'm very excited to see what extra levels they have in store with this kind of feel. And all the extra music that they're making is being composed by Grant Kirkhope. Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, one of the all-time greats. So like, I'm excited. I actually did bust out my Wii U. Look at this thing, this old relic of the past. And I played through the levels that I played through of Rayman Legends Retold. And you can see that there is just like such a drastic change of the art style. Like, it really does feel like a new game. Granted, it's been like a decade since I've played Rayman Legends, so for me, going through it all over again was like, wow, this looks really cool. And the best thing about this is that Rayman Legends is already a very good game, and so the retelling of this, like, it felt so good, just like the controls felt snappy. Rayman kind of has that floaty vibe to him, but it doesn't feel janky floaty. One of my favorite things about Rayman Legends is when you unlock like a bonus area and you hear the audience go, ooh, like just that silly slapsticky vibe. But they've kind of expanded on that even more, like the cutscenes. There was one of the teensies gets captured and then he escapes, and then the bad guy literally is like swearing at him in gibberish. I was literally like cackling to myself, be like, this is hilarious. I also love how like when you defeat an enemy, it feels so sudden and brutal. Just Murphy like slapping an eyeball and the enemy just roaring in pain. Just very funny. $40 for a remake, I think, is very, very understandable, especially with people probably being a little bit on the fence, being like, oh, this is a remake of a game that I've probably already played, but having a next-gen version of this at this price point, I think that's a tick. Well done, Ubisoft. One question I do have is that I was going through the briefing of everything and noticed that the Nintendo Switch 2 version is a game keycard. I understand the previous Ubisoft titles like Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows, like they are massive games. And so for them to fit on a Nintendo Switch 2 cartridge doesn't really work. Is Rayman Legends Retold over like 64 gigabytes in data? Or is there some other reason why it's a game keycard? I understand a lot of physical collectors are probably going to want to get a full-on physical version. Aside from that though, I am very much looking forward to when this game releases October 1st. Very excited to see that. Rayman is back. What a cool guy. What a cool iconic character. It's his 30th anniversary, so happy birthday, Rayman. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. That was just a quick little spiel that I have played Rayman Legends Retold, and I thought it was very fun. If you've never played Rayman Legends at all, then I encourage you, if you want to experience a really good 2D platformer, 2.5D platformer. Definitely pick this one up. It's got great 4-player co-op as well. Couch co-op, always the king. Especially for someone like me who loves playing like Mario and Donkey Kong side-scrolly games. Like, this is up there with the best. Just the humor and the art style, like it separates itself so well from all of the big names and stuff. So like definitely check this out if you can. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, hype the video if you can. I'll see you next time. Remember to bring your A game.